the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Man coverage, strictly NFL. And today, I am joined by my cousin Antwan. How you doing, Antwan? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, Will. How you, man?
Hey, man. Hey, it's week 7, man. It's all good. I'm fine, man. You know, it's like
Yeah. Halfway. Shit. Not even halfway through the season yet. We're 17 games this year, right?
Right. Big time. So week 7 is a big one. So start off Thursday, October 21st. You had the Browns against the Broncos, and the Browns, who had a lot of people out, found the way to win 17-14.
Right.
What'd you think about that, man?
Well, it was a testament to their offensive line to me. For them to have, a rookie running back come in, this guy was working on a fishing boat, not too long ago. And he comes in and he goes off of 146 and a touchdown. And it was early in the game when he started, kind of dominating. Actually, they had a couple guys that came in and ran pretty well the other day.
Right. They was equal.
Yeah, they were. So, it's like, like I said, again, a testament to that line, that you can bring somebody in third, fourth string and they still produce,
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, they give those guys, Kareem and Chubb, a lot of credit, you know what I'm saying? But, this offensive line, man, is opening it up for them.
Yeah. And I mean, you absolutely right. They have a dominant offensive line. Big time. Let's get, say it how it is. But also, man, then you got to look at like Denver. Like they said, they're the first team to start off 3-0 and then lost their next 4 games.
Right.
Teddy may be in trouble a little bit, bro.
Teddy. They did say, he's playing with a quad and a foot injury right now. So he's a little, under the weather, you know what I'm saying, as far as, his position is concerned. But, he ain't really get too much help. He threw 23 of 33, 187 and 2 touchdowns. It wasn't like he stunk, but, he ain't had no help for real.
Right. And plus, I mean, that's his game. That's Teddy's game. Teddy's not going to throw 50-yard bombs and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, like quick strikes like that. But he will methodically move the ball down the field. And he does that well. And then you got to look at it this way, too. They got to think, well, man, as far as the Broncos deep, we can hold them down. I mean, you only gave up 17 points. Even though, you had a second-string quarterback and all that, too. But your offense got to score more than 14. And we know Cleveland's defense is solid. Everybody knows that. But you still got to score more than that. 17-14 low-scoring game. But a big win for the Browns organization to get that. I mean, that's point blank, without a doubt. Let's go to the next one, man. Let's move on to Sunday's games, today's games, early part. First one I want to hit off is basically means a lot to you. Packers 24, Washington 10.
Yes, sir, man. 6 straight wins for the Pack. They ain't lost since opening night. You know what I mean? So they're on a nice little run. Today they wore their throwback unis. Went back to like the 50s or something like that.
Right.
Crazy all green type deal. Kind of looked like the Oregon Ducks.
Before the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, before the Oregon Ducks, no G on the helmet, none of that, but they came out and they did well, man, 27 out of 35, 274 yards, 3 TDs for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Um,
Solid.
yeah, I mean he did well. Heineke though, 25 of 36, 268 in a TD, but
Yeah.
he also had 95 rushing yards, which led the team.
Right. Right. Right.
But again, had a 3-yard TD overturned in the third, fumbled a goal line sneak. So they had opportunities to be in the game, but they messed that up themselves. It was one of them self-inflicted wounds.
Right. 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 Well, you know what? To me, as I look at that's good. As far as him, 95 yards. I mean, he was balling like so. Who else helped him? Like he was trying to do his best. And I know McLaurin did his thing, 122. But my
Mm-hmm.
concern, if Pat good win, but like Jones only had 19 yards rushing, and don't get me wrong, we know the front seven for Washington was supposed to be all this. They ain't really done nothing all year.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, but that 19 yards is a little bit something. They got to improve that big time. Talking about the pack.
Right.
As far as Washington, man, they just hanging on by a thread. 2-5. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can hope to play somebody. I mean, that's going to be a tough out anyway to play the pack at home anyway. That one like that. I'm glad. I guess they're probably glad they didn't get beat by 17 or whatever the point spread was. A good win by the pack. Rogers doing Rogers things. Also my man Adams, 76 yards and a TD for all those fantasy people out there. Definitely like that. Once good win. So like you said, 6-1 for the pack.
Right.
They damn near running away from the division. Next up, a big one of the early surprises. Titans 27, the Chiefs 3.
Yes. 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 Actually, that was Pat Mahomes' largest deficit he's ever faced in a NFL game. Got kneed in the head in the fourth quarter, something terrible. It was a bad hit, man. And he laid out and kind of looked spaced. But they had to carry him off the field and all. But they said he passed the concussion protocol or whatever.
That was kind of quick.
So he's not hurt that way, but I'm sure his neck and chest is fucked all the way up. I mean, I'm,
Yeah,
but
you good. You good. You know what? Not only that is messed up, but also I'm amazed how this guy, how you described it and how I've heard it. How you gonna pass the concussion protocol that quickly? Like I mean, like
I don't know. I have no idea how he did it, man. Because when he kind of lifted up off the ground, because he laid on face first for a minute.
right.
He raised up, what I'm saying, sat up, and then he kind of leaned forward, and I was like, dude, he's done, When they showed the replay after he got hit,
Right.
he's got this spaced out look in his eye, like when he's laid out like that. I mean, I don't know, but they said he passed protocol, and he was walking around on the sideline afterwards. So,
Well, if Daniel Jones, who got knocked out against Dallas, can play the next week,
right,
then we have to really probably look at these protocols. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because when the concussions was all, everybody was in a tizzy, they wouldn't even bring you back. They're like, hold on, no, you got to sit out. Almost like a mandatory type thing now. So I'm like, okay, run some dirt on it, you okay. But let's get back to this. Titans beat them up. They beat them up. And this is not the Kansas City of last year in the championship year.
no, not at all.
Their defense is not good. And Mahomes is doing a lot of forcing, and really, besides Kelsey and Cheetah, and everybody can say, well, that's what he had before, but something else is wrong with that whole situation.
Right.
Something's going on, and they did a good job, really. I mean, Henry only had 86 yards, so it's not like he broke
86 yards.
Right.
But he had a passing touchdown too.
Yeah.
He had a passing touchdown in the game. To I forget the McCole or something. I forget the guy's last name, but yeah,
Oh, Pruitt. Oh, Pruitt.
play.
Yeah, Pruitt got it. First,
Mhm.
uh,
They said though too that he's the second NFL player since the Super Bowl era started that has had at least 10 touchdowns and a passing touchdown in the first 7 weeks. Last time this was done was LaDainian Tomlinson back in '05.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see that. But I'm gonna tell you what, the Chiefs are 3-4, and I don't know, man. I mean, we're talking about you're already in a tough division, right?
Right.
You play a tough schedule because when you go to the Super Bowl, win, lose, draw, they still gonna give you one of the hardest schedules coming back anyway. You're not gonna get no patsies really.
Right.
Uh, and that schedule, besides the division, man, is tough. We might see them not even go to the playoffs, man. I mean, it's
Mhm.
still early. You know what I'm saying? Still, they got some time. But sometimes you see you are who you are, like Green said, basically, because no matter how you look at it, we gonna go trade for a whole defense.
Mhm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a lot of holes, a lot of holes. So
Yes, they do.
and you know what? And hats off to the Titans for turning it around because they started out ugly. Now they had some back-to-back good wins and things like that. So shout out to them. Tannehill had 270. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they solid. Plus they was home and they took care of business. So shout out to them for going ahead and ruin Travis your day, brother. Yeah. I know it's real. Next up, Falcons, Dolphins. Falcons, Dirty Bird,
Dolphins.
30-28 over the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Said on the show, man. Not surprised. I picked the Falcons to go ahead and win this one. Just because, I mean, the Dolphins are in disarray, man. They don't know. 1 minute they want Watson. No, Tua's our guy. What I mean, it's a mess down there. It's truly a mess. Falcon says thank you. We'll take that win and get out of my quickness. I don't.
Right, right, right.
I mean, to you, I mean, even though Tua had a good game, but to you,
Tua had a record game today.
yeah.
A record game today. That 4 TDs was a career high.
You
And he
can't
was
keep
32 or 40, so he was pretty efficient.
you
know
can't
what I'm
keep
saying?
blaming Tua for this. That's what I'm saying. Not
Yeah,
Tua, but
right,
you can't
right.
keep blaming him for this.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Atlanta, they gave up a 13-point fourth quarter lead
That's what
to
they do.
damn near lose the game.
That's what they do. That's what they do. The Dirty
13
Bird.
in the fourth, just so happens he was able to march up the field on that last possession and get a field goal.
Right.
Kyle Pitts, the tight end, the rookie dude.
Right.
His last couple games, man, he's been playing, lights out. Today 7 receptions for 163 yards. He didn't get a touchdown, but he's been playing. I mean, these last couple games, he's been playing really well.
You know what? And the thing about it is, people fail to realize that Ridley just getting back. Because you remember he took some personal time. I think death in the family anyway. So you get him with Pitts.
He got hit bad today too.
Did
he took a bad hit today too. Yeah.
But my thing is put him, and then they're using Cordell Patterson everywhere. He running back, receiver, whatever, playmaker. This 6'3" receiver, running back. But you just hit on though before. Hey, Atlanta did a lot of things, but still won. They still won. So the Dolphins,
they got the game.
1-6 Dolphins.
1-6 Dolphins.
That's all you can say, man, because everybody thought that it was going to be much improved, and it looked good last year. It'd be solid. You knew that New England was going to have trouble, so this was a time. Even though you had the Bills, the mighty Bills Mafia, but you still thinking, okay, we can go ahead and rival them. You can't do nothing, man. You 1-6, bro. Season's over with.
Right.
Season's over with, bro. And so my thing is, Flores, Flores or whatever, your time is ticking, brother.
You better get together, right?
Right. All
I
right.
mean, but like I said, they didn't stink it up, man. It's just
Yeah.
it was a hard fought game, but they just couldn't get over that hump.
The thing about it is, you don't put yourself in that hole. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is the NFL, and like I said, no matter what, Matt Ryan can sling that thing still.
Right. Right.
Even though Atlanta's cursed or whatever, but he can still sling it. And if you do not play solid D, they're gonna put points on you. So then you got to battle and change. Miami don't want to be in no shootout, and I'm pretty sure all them Dolphins fans was probably celebrating when they took that lead.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the whole season came back in their face. Bop! Here we go again. 1-6. Get out of there. Makes no. All right. Jets versus Patriots. Patriots put that famous 54, my ex football number, 54-13, like they stole from. That seemed like it was a personal game.
It felt like it. It felt like it. But I don't know. New England is another one of those plug and play situations, kind of like that Cleveland thing I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They got the system. If you got somebody can come in and manage the game, you know what I'm saying? It's not a problem for them. They're gonna win. Belichick's system is proven. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of like when Garoppolo came in for Tom Brady and was still able to win those games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mac Jones is doing the same damn thing right now. Today 24-36, 307 and 2 touchdowns.
Hold on. First of all, that is his first 300 game. It has to be because I never. I've been saying. Because normally he just managed the game.
Yeah, he's managed the game, but he played Tom Brady tight earlier in the season.
Don't put that.
It's not.
Don't. You can't use that same name in the sentence.
You know what I mean? Then another thing though is New England's running game opening up.
Harris is a bad guy.
Harris is a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? 14 and 106 and 2 TDs today. It's his second 100-yard game in a row, and then in the last 3 games he's had over 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that running game is opened up for, New England, which they never really known for.
Right.
But, they're showing something.
But when you have a rookie quarterback like this that you really don't truly believe fully that can do that for you, so running game is the best friend. So
right.
they doing is great. So, they smashed football. One thing that England did, last year they had a lot of people set out for COVID. They addressed a lot. A lot of them came back. They addressed a lot of those needs as far as defense. So they brought a lot of guys in here. So the defense and stuff is solid, and they got some little injuries too. So as long as Jones do what he needs to do, like you said, direct it, they're gonna watch. They're gonna end up in that playoff or something or close to it. If not,
right.
Because there's not too many dominant teams in the AFC. Everybody's getting beat and getting their ass handed to them as we get ready to go down this list. A lot of teams that everybody wants to. Hey, no sir.
Right.
We seen it.
Right. Defense you mentioned, right? It was a hell of a interception. Kyle Duggar caught an interception off his foot in the game, So, like you said, New England's defense is starting to step up a bit. You know what I mean?
Because they got a head coach, man, who's a defensive guru, so he's going to take away. Zach got hurt, Wilson, so, it's going to make little things seem kind of difficult for them. And then, for a rookie to go against anything that, that my man Bateau or whatever, it's not fair because he takes veteran quarterbacks and have them look pedestrian. So, good win. And actually, way to bounce back for losing in overtime last week. So they bounced back, dominated. No one saw 54 points coming from them, And then the Jets, man. I mean, Jets.
the QB went down too. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. We got to
Yeah,
give him back.
Wilson.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Wilson.
The QB went down in the second quarter.
Yeah.
You know, the replacement did I ain't gonna say did I, 20 or 32, 202, a touchdown and two interceptions.
Right, right, right.
Um, but 54 points is the most allowed by the Jets since 1978.
And you know what? The funny thing is that no matter how stinky the Jets has been, their defense
Right,
is normally solid.
right,
They done had some solid defense. So that stat that you just threw at everybody, I can believe that. Because even when
right,
it was garbage, their defense has been solid. So hey,
right.
sorry Jets fans. And then you go into the Boston, you know what I'm saying, playing Patriots, that's gonna happen. So whatever. Now this next game is another kind of shocker. The Giants and Panthers. Giants pull out a 20. I ain't gonna say pull out. Beat the Panthers 25-3, and somebody got benched in this game.
Somebody got benched. Somebody gets sacked. But look, they replacement was 3 or 14 for 33 yards. 3 or 14 for 33.
Stinky, stinky,
The fourth straight loss.
stinky.
Yeah,
See, well, you know what? They just tied. Remember that stat I threw out about Denver? Be the
mm-hmm.
first team 3-0 and then lose 4 in a row. Well, they got
Right.
company because the Panthers did it too. 3-0 and lost 4 straight.
Lost 4 straight, right? Right.
But you know what? And I always go back to this, and I'm going to keep on going back to this, right? How you making all these trades? You know, we're going to get the defense together. Man, y'all need to get it off. And we understand Christian McCaffrey. We understand it. Okay. But your defense is still averaging giving up like 24 points or more, and that's not good at all. And it's like, who's going to be the scapegoat? Mr. Donald, come on down. Come on. Could you come to the principal office? Come to the principal office, please. You're it.
Right. Well, they did come out afterwards and say, "Hey, look, Darnold's our guy." You know what I'm saying? We just, want to see what this other dude was doing today.
Right. Yeah, okay.
So what we gonna do, yo? You know what I'm saying?
And then PJ Walker's, I think he's the one who used to play at Florida State or something. Like he did something, and like you said, 3 for 4. I mean, and then shout out. I ain't gonna say shout out because no, ain't nobody studying you. You ain't been on the show in a couple of weeks, but pedestrian Giants. It's not like you lost to a good team. Like, dude, really?
Right.
You didn't have,
that was the first home victory of the season for the Giants. You know what I mean? So
right. That's.
But the kicker kept him in the game too. I mean, he hit 3 field goals, 49, 53, and 44 yards. So he was.
Yeah, he was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. Yeah, you're right. He was doing his thing. Because, I mean, Daniel Jones had 2-0-3-1 TD. Actually, Hubbard, God bless you. That's the second straight game I done seen these kind of numbers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's not going to win. That's not going to win, man. I mean, especially, and they got some nice weapons, D Moore and all this kind of stuff. But I guess when Christian McCaffrey, and that's the thing about it, like everybody's saying, yeah, we're going to get him back. Well, everybody knows it's going to be him. So all these other dudes is going to be just running around out doing nothing. And so he's keying on one guy. Like, it's going to be up to that offense and ruling them to say, okay, we do got Christian. He catches 1,000 balls a game and 1,000 touches. But you got to utilize these other guys.
They have to create new weapons.
Right.
They just can't just, like I said, they do rely heavily on McCaffrey, So with him being out, of course they're going to go 4 straight. But I don't know, man.
And the thing about it is, when
the Giants, though.
Yeah.
The Giants,
the Giants who put 25 and actually held you to 3 points. The Giants. Right. I mean that's unheard of, bro. For real. I'm trying to figure out, man, why my work phone going off.
Right? Unless they calling chastise you about some football thing.
They don't even know I'm on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one real quick. Let's go to another bang bang score. If you told me that the Bengals would blow out Ravens 41-17 at Baltimore,
At
at
Baltimore,
Baltimore,
first in the division.
right? And check this out. It was a going back and forth game, but then in that third and fourth quarter, said, "Son, sit on down,
Oh no!
sit down,
Oh no!
sit down, son."
Oh, no.
Right, right. And it's so funny.
Yeah, actually, the
Go
Bengals
ahead.
defense looked great. 5 sacks on Lamar today.
Hold on, real quick. What's up, John? Like, what it do? What it do? How you doing, John? Let me see. Get a couple more real quick. Hey, Shannon said good evening. How you doing?
What up, Shan?
Mom said hello. Okay.
Hi, Mom.
But now, going back, you know what? Dude is really hurt, though, man. Dude don't move like, you know what I'm saying? Like, since he got hit, what was it? Kansas City was one of the games, and he got hit and he hurt his back. Talking about Lamar. He still run, but he don't run like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude's still in some pain. And 5 sacks, meaning that Charlie, whoever the tackle from Villanueva, whatever from Pittsburgh, who they got, Staley's hurt. Now this line is crumbling, and as you play better teams with better defenses, they're gonna get after you. We saw what happened with Oakland. Well, in Oakland or Las Vegas, how they smashed him and was in his ass all night long.
Right.
Bengals said, "Here we are. We ain't the Bengals. We ain't."
That's a statement, dude. This is
It is a
Bengals,
statement.
dog.
But see, it's the Bengals, but it ain't the Bengals of you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, they got a team.
They
got
do.
a team. They got a team.
They showed today that they to be reckoned with, dude. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Jamar Chase today.
Bad boy.
Catches for 201 yards.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
82-yard touchdown.
Bad
That was
boy.
beautiful.
Say it again.
Beautiful.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
Beautiful, man. They were killing him at the beginning of the season. You know,
Talking about he couldn't catch the ball.
man, the dude is proven, right?
Now he's
So
eating.
I mean, not only is he
Hold on, Twan, hold on real quick. He's eating. He ate against their best DB and one of the best DBs in the league, Humphrey. Humphrey had to get on Twitter to apologize and say, "Oh man, he said I gave up 253 yards." So he's counting old boy stuff plus whoever cooked his ass, and he said, "I got to get back in the lab." No, you got to get more back in the lab, brother. You need more than that. You need to get back some of that money.
Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow career day today.
Right.
You know, 23, 38, 416 yards, 3 TDs, and an INT.
Bro, you know what though?
Yeah. He played a hell of a game today.
Let's keep it real. Before Joey Buckets, that's why I call him. Before Joey Buckets got hurt last year, he was gonna do some people in last year. Dude was he is a real legit quarterback. And when you have no DBs or you got some old ass DBs out there, he's gonna expose you. With Boyd and all them, and and Chase and all this guys done. And one of the things to me that's telling, when you look at the game or you look at the stats, if Lamar is leading with 88 yards rushing on a bad back, it ain't gonna go well. Granted he done lost 3 running backs. He's got the old guys in her, but you got to get more help than that. And then that defense, we talked about it. Mark and I talked about it. Beginning of the season and end of the season, this is not the Baltimore defense that strike fear in people's life.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Not at all.
Not at all.
And then it makes you look at the thing like, really? You dominate the Chargers? Was it because the Chargers had to play a 10 o'clock a.m. game in the West Coast time? Or was it because you just dominated? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would that look at a 4 o'clock time and all this stuff? Things play, and they rocked and roll. But one thing I can say, the Bengals acquired a lot of veterans on the defensive side. They already got the young nucleus as far as they got the running game with Mixon and all that kind of stuff like that. They got the quarterback. They got one dude. Chase is a legit receiver that's gonna crush people.
Yes, yes. I mean, he's a game changer.
Yes,
He's a game changer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
but
Um, yeah, man. I mean, just all around, dude. I mean, just to see the Bengals doing what they're doing this season. I mean, it's welcome sight. I mean, we get local Cincinnati, Indianapolis games here in Louisville. You know what I mean? Since we don't have,
right.
yeah. But last several years, man, nobody's been interested in either or of them teams. Since Peyton Manning left, you know what I mean.
Sorry,
Shit,
Coach fan.
remember the last time Cincinnati was heralded, in this area,
Right.
But this year they definitely showing something. You know what I'm
The
saying? So
last
if they
time,
continue doing what they're doing.
the last time was when Carson Palmer got hurt because he
Carson Palmer.
he had him to the Steelers knocked his ass out of there and crushed their hopes because he had him rock and rolling. But people don't understand. It's so hard to replace quarterbacks. Like once in a lifetime quarterbacks or Pro Bowl, future Hall of Fame quarterbacks type stuff like that.
Right.
Joey Buckets is legit.
Yeah.
He's legit.
Yeah.
And so now, as a GM, you see what you're doing. You're building, you're protecting him. You get the line, you get some toys. Then all of a sudden, you get after this year, you go get him some more toys. Because the league is making it where you have to score points. Put this guy with some more little weapons to go with that, man. It's nasty. But before we go off this game, I'm gonna hit what you just said, and you said it the best. This was a statement game. Statement game.
It was. It was a wake up, right? Hey, we here. We for real.
Hey, they told the Ravens, we don't care who you played before. We don't care about all that shit last week. All that kind of but we got it all. And they got them. They destroyed them. So now the conversation is gonna be Lamar, the deep. I mean, I'm saying, and you know what? What they say, any given Sunday. But hey, a baller recognize another baller. Hey, Joey Buckets chasing them are ballers. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to say for people like you said, Cincinnati. Yeah, they got them dudes.
Right.
Them dudes. All right, let's go to Eagles and Raiders. Raiders, 33-22. I was actually watching some of that game, and you know, I'm not a big Jalen Hurts fan, and I'm sorry, and I won't be because I like my quarterbacks. Like I like my quarterback to be able to throw and all that kind of stuff. Because the thing about it is, the elephant in the room is that if they like you, if you went to Oklahoma, if you went to Alabama, it's different because he don't get the bashing for his lack of touches and passes like they was trying to crucify Lamar. Lamar is 10 times better than him. We all know that. Some of y'all don't want to say it. He is. Jalen is not a good quarterback. But y'all don't tell that cat to go move the running back.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like,
shit. I mean, he's not much better than who he replaced, in Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now, like,
right?
Did we lose? You know what I'm saying? In this transaction, right? We got rid of a guy who, got us close to a Super Bowl, got it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Had to have a replacement in there, but you know what I mean? Like this guy, ooh. Oh no, man! 18-34, 236, 2 TDs.
All that
had 13 carries for 61 yards.
That was as in trying to get back into the game type stuff.
Right. But Derek Carr, though, 31-34, 323, 2 TDs and an interception.
You know what?
He played a hell of a game today.
Let me. I want to say this. The Raiders was 5-2. They basically has took that that burden, that monkey off their back. Gruden, this is the second straight game that they look good, real good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey man, let's play ball. Don't
Right.
worry about old boy. Let's play ball. They got an interim in there, and Carr, long as he's upright, and that's any. We can say that with any quarterback, but he can throw that thing. And his weapons is not as deep as a lot of people. Like Waller didn't even play today. You got Hunter Renfro, who's a damn potential receiver. You
Right.
got Ruggs and all them running around. But dude, like, he doesn't have the best stable, but he can sling it. They went in there. They dominated Eagles. Eagles try to make a little comeback towards the end. Hell, they had 15 points. Talking about the Eagles in the fourth quarter. So you take it away. That was 7 points, bro. They really did. They didn't do nothing in the
Right.
quarters.
Right.
When the game was secured, they said, okay. And that's why you see these numbers. So that's why I'm telling people, like, don't get caught up in a lot of these numbers unless you watch the game or you can see and follow through game cast and see, okay, if they really wasn't that good. But the numbers going to look decent and everybody's rah, rah, rah. Like I said, I don't see no one taking them tests, and you hit it on the head. I'm not a real Carson Wentz fan, but he's better than Hurts. Way better than he.
Right.
And my thing is that they got a running back called, his name is Miles Sanders. He's nice. He was a Pro Bowl. He don't even get the look because Jalen Hurts is keeping the damn ball for himself.
Yeah. Like I said, Sam. Shit. What's his name?
Hurts.
The running back you just talked about.
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, he came with a lot of height. You know what I mean? And he's not produced to date.
Right.
This year.
He can't when you ain't getting the ball.
No TDs for a running back. You know what I mean? We're in week 7 now.
Whose fault is that? When you running this read option and the quarterback is keeping the ball all the damn time?
Yeah. Well, he went down with an injury today. I don't know how bad it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, they did pull him out for a second.
He's taking a break, bro. He's tired, man. Look, trade me. Deadline. Trade me. Get me out of there. I'm done. Trade me. I'm done, bro. For real. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, look, Miles Sanders says,
Done.
At the end of the day, they looking at their numbers because as a running back, life expectancy is short. So I'm looking at this cat like, dude, man, I need to go. Like, he's like, dude, get me out of here. And it's so crazy because it's a difference when you're like a running, like, Baltimore's a running team. Like, they rather get 250 yards rushing and Lamar throw for 150 and 200, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we get 500 yards. But those running backs, even though Lamar may have 90 yards, but you best believe Gus Edwards was having $150 was out. Like, they going to eat. Everybody's going to eat. Jalen is like, dude, whatever, dog. I'm out here like backyard balling and shit. I nobody want to play with that, man. I want to play with that. And that's why the Eagles are 2-5, bro. They 2-5, and it's not going to get any better.
It's looking bad.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, the next one. Rams and Lions. 28-19. Mr. Goff goes back home. And
Matt Stafford goes back home.
No, Stafford basically plays his team. Right? That was something, though.
There was.
Did we think it in any other kind of way? I think everybody had the Rams. All on the Rams. How they do?
Dude, the Rams, Matt Stafford, dude, as a QB this year, it's like a reawakening right now. You know what I mean? He sat and languished in Detroit, these last couple years, wasn't doing too well, he goes to LA, and turns it around. He's a top quarterback. 28 to 41, 334 and 3 TDs a day.
Right.
But Cooper Kupp, 10 receptions, 156 yards and 2 TDs. He's got weapons, I guess, you know what I mean, that he can.
But you know what, though? Let me interject right here. The thing about it is that being that he was with Detroit, and Detroit, like, for him, the best was like go to the playoffs at 9-7, 8-8, lose. You know that kind of stuff. But he has some weapons. He has some weapons. But when your franchise or your organization sucks, like Detroit does, everybody forgets that dude played at a high level for years at Detroit. And then like
Yeah, he did.
this couple years is like, he wanted out of there. He was about to retire, all kinds of stuff. Then all of a sudden, Santa Claus comes and says, "I got something for you. I got a gift for you." What's that, Santa Claus? I'm
Come
going
on
to
out
see you.
here. Right.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer got something for you. What you got for me, Santa Claus? I'm going to take
Man,
you out of Motown and take you to Hollywood.
look at Hollywood. Right.
Oh, Lord.
That's real though. And dude showed that, hey, look, I'm not done.
No, nowhere near done.
I'm
And
not done.
let's say this: everybody knew golf was a man. Like McVay is a genius, and there's several geniuses on the offensive ball that we're actually seeing in the league. Okay, he is
Uh-huh.
a genius because he's the only guy I know with golf. He had two possession receivers. Robert Woods is a possession receiver. Cooper Cup but they get 1,000 yards each because that system.
Right.
Now you and golf really could. You remember like when they went to the Super Bowl or something like that, they said, "Oh boy, had to, he was telling him to plays every hey, throw it here, throw it to Antwan, throw it to Will, throw it, what I'm saying, that kind of shit." But
Mm-hmm.
now you have a quarterback that is a legit quarterback, QB1, that you ain't got to do all that stuff to. Like, and
Right.
he's putting it on the
He can
money.
choose his own targets. Right.
Right. Like, who's
Right.
open? I got you. Boom. No,
Right.
he is the. And actually, we can take it back. Santa Claus went to McVay and say, "We got somebody for you, a real
Right.
quarterback." And that,
Right.
hey, and think about it, man. Hey, shout out to the Rams because shout out to the Lions because they was battling. Like I would say this, even though they losing, they 0-7, they gonna catch somebody because they play hard. They play hard. They playing for their coach. They're playing for
Mm-hmm.
as many times I say, "Hey man, everybody, head to the, boom, 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 hitting all this kind of stuff. Ram it in like the college. Oh, do it for the Gipper." But they are doing it for him, and they gonna catch somebody. And when they catch somebody, if Phillips gonna get hurt. Hey Dion, she said, "Hey fellas," but yeah. So a good win because you had a battle back and you won that. So hey, shout out 0-7 Lions, 6-1 Rams. All right, so this next one's not even this. I don't even know. We probably won't even spend a lot on this one. Cardinals 31, Texans 5. The 5 came like a bunt single, a 3-run home run, and they was out there playing baseball.
Shit. Oh man.
They was playing baseball.
Right.
They was playing baseball for real, for real. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't really say because actually Cardinal is legit Super Bowl contender. We all know that. And their toy that they brought out today, Zach Ertz, which is a legit tight end. He was one of the tight ends that everybody was drafting in fantasy way before Kelsey. He was
Mm-hmm.
that guy with Carson Wentz and everything. And now you're gonna tell me now he gonna go with a system which my guy he's another one. The head coach he does all the all that plays and stuff like McVay and all them. Now they added another weapon that is a mismatch for linebackers. Zach Ertz. That offense is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous, bro. I don't like that
Yeah.
game. I don't. I mean, Connors and all that stuff. Even though Kyler can run the ball, but when you got so much firepower, you don't want him to run the ball. Man, just pass it,
You
bro.
don't need him to.
Right?
Right.
We don't need you to
Right.
get hurt, dude. We don't need you.
Right.
But that right there, man, they're a cheat code, man. That you're gonna have to really run the ball against them, keep the ball out of their hands, and hold pressure Kyler enough to try to make him make some bad decisions, or don't load the backs, don't load the box, play a dime or whatever to try to take the receivers and make them beat you with the run. Because like I said, Connor sucks. I mean, Pittsburgh dude, he sucks.
Yeah. So what does Houston do now? You know what I mean? I mean, they got Deshaun sitting. You know what I'm saying? They got this guy who can't do shit in the game. I mean, they gotta they gotta upgrade, man. What's going on with that? I heard like rumors of Tua ending up in Houston for
Everybody,
the same,
but you
or
okay.
ended up in a third or fourth team type situation
Yeah, all
for
day.
it.
The problem is this: is that you know how the NFL works. It's so crazy because I think he must have the lawyers that R. Kelly has because no one's heard anything right at all.
Right,
You remember Kels had a case going on for 10 years
right.
before all this other stuff. He had, layover, run or whatever kind of stuff. So my thing is this: the scary thing that makes people not pull the trigger on these trades is that all of a sudden, say your sudden, Miami said makes his trade. Tua goes there. We need Deshaun Watson. Plus, you're giving up because you're going to get more than Tua for Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry. I mean, Deshaun Watson is legit.
Oh yeah, for
But the
sure.
problem is this: once you suit this dude up, then the league gonna come knocking. Dude suspended for 10 games because of the off-season.
You know,
Right. They coming knocking. But see, everybody's trying to, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's trying to see like what's going to happen. Like, are you going to suspend him now? So Houston's like playing because why would we say we're going to play him in accident and then all of a sudden he gets suspended? No, he'll be your problem. He'll be your problem.
right. You just gonna offload it.
Right. And give up the land for him because you're gonna
You
get
know, now if
Tua.
you want to put him in your starting lineup, you know what I'm saying. Now you got to answer the questions. You know what I'm saying. We don't have to answer the questions because we ain't playing his ass. You know what I mean? So we
That's
keep
real
it quiet
talk.
over here. You know what I'm saying. So
That's
we got this no name. What was his name? D
Mills.
Mills,
I guess that's a cereal, ain't it? Mills.
Stanford quarterback. You
Is
know
that
what I
where he played
mean?
at Stanford?
He
Dude's neck.
played at Stanford.
Dude got a giraffe neck though, bro. That neck keep reaching. He
I've
balls.
been looking at the ESPN picture. When you said that shit stood out like hell. Like
Dude neck is long as hell, bro. They did him wrong, bro. I'm like, come on, man, give him a different picture, bro. That's kind of nasty. But I would say this: you have Texas is not going to give him up for free, and I can't blame them because they know how he balled and how he was one of the young guns and QB1 like everybody saw.
yeah,
But
Curb is freaky.
right, so how desperate are you, Miami? You're not like 1-6 or whatever the hell. You're not going nowhere anyway. I mean, I'm sorry. I just can't.
No, no, they should have stuck with Fitzpatrick,
Well,
but
he got hurt. No, he moved. He went to Washington and got hurt.
he went to Washington, got hurt. Right,
It's
right.
all
But
that.
last year, before they subbed him for Tua,
So let me ask
he
you
was
this
doing
though.
all right.
Cuz let me ask you this though. Do you go ahead and just bite the bullet, right? Bite the bullet and say, okay, we're not making the playoffs. We ain't doing nothing. Let's go ahead and have this guy do the suspension. We'll go ahead and start whoever the backup is and keep it moving and have him ready for next year.
That's what I would try to do. You know what I'm saying? Just try to allow this time to kind of work its way out of like the ether pretty much, you know what I
Right.
mean? And maybe a couple years from now, well, next year, maybe, when it's not as prevalent, he can come back in and, do what he needs to
Take it
do.
off the chin.
Because there's no charges been filed.
Nothing. Nothing.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's getting ready to go to jail or nothing. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, there's some accusations out there, but, nothing concrete yet.
Nothing concrete. But they
Ain't like
have
they caught the videotape like R.
well,
Kelly.
it's coming. Soon as he signed, look, Houston, Texas got all that video. They gonna release everything. They got everything.
Oh man,
But my
right.
point is this: NFL has suspended people for less than that, multiple games. And then you take this though. Okay, Miami say you ever take it on the chin. Pop! 5 games, 2 games, whatever they give him, and all of a sudden, now R. Kelly's lawyer said we gotta go to court. Now you gotta deal with this shit. Now what they give you 2 years, like
Right.
all kinds of shit get. That's why it's so difficult. If you eat it, if my thing is this, bro. If you want to go ahead and win now, even though you're not, this is not the answer because we don't know what the NFL is going to do. You're in line to be a number 1 pick in the draft, a number 2 pick. So do you identify and say we made a mistake with Tua? Tua's not a guy. Just like a lot of those Alabama dudes, they ain't got that arm like everybody think they do, and it shows. You have to go a different way. This is not working. And it's not fair for Tua because I kind of like Tua. I just know, but you know what he is. You know what he is.
Right.
Not that.
Yeah.
He's not. Dan Marino's not walking.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the line,
Yeah, he's a game manager. He's a game manager.
Yeah.
Fine. So it is what it is. All right, let's move on because Deshaun Watson them is got me all confused. All right, now this beat down. The last one, but not least, the Bucks 38, the Bears 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right, man. This was beat down Sunday.
600 touchdowns for Tom Brady today.
Right. Evans gave the ball up.
That milestone.
Nobody. He's the only one.
Oh, nobody's played as long as he has.
And nobody will. Dude's 50.
LeBron, you know what I mean?
This
Nobody's
dude's
played
50.
that long, you know what I'm saying?
Kareem. You remember Kareem was old as hell back in the day.
Right.
He was
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Nobody's going to get that, bro. I mean, because as far as a quarterback to keep your body in that condition, your arm, your mind, the dude's going to play about 7 more years, dog. We're going to have to cart his ass off the field, bro.
And dude lucked the fuck up this year. You know what I mean? Last couple years, he stepped into a ready-made situation.
That's why he's smart. I'm leaving New England, right? I'm gonna go to Bruce Arians and them who gonna chuck that ball or the offense and have players. They already had Godwin. They already had Evans. They already had Brake. They already had these dudes. Not only am I coming, I'm gonna bring my big tight end out of retirement and we're ready to eat.
Not only that is, the QB that just left, you know what I'm saying, led the league in touchdowns.
Right.
He led the league in interceptions
too.
You know what I'm saying? But he led the league in touchdowns, meaning that they wasn't scared to air that ball out.
Oh, well, that's Bruce Arians. That's what he did. Remember, because Bruce Arians was at Arizona first. You know what I'm saying? We know he was a coordinator with a lot of teams, Pittsburgh, when they won and all this kind of stuff. But when he was at Arizona, he was dropping bombs and stuff like that. But the thing about it is he was smart because that year when Brady went, they was making all these moves on defense. They got a lot of these defense, and it took them a while when they won the Super Bowl to jail. So when they went into the playoffs, that defense balled better than Brady. Brady just did enough. So he knew what he was doing, man. And now you got all these weapons. AB, I know he's hurt. But see, that's the thing about it, bro. Everybody's talking about, man, you got to track. Nah, man, you better load up that offense because at the end of the day, it's going to go back. Whoever got the last ball when you play against Arizona? Who got the last ball when you play against the Bucks? Who got the last ball when you play against the Cowboys? Because these teams are loaded. Like, they can get you, dude, any kind of way, bro. And that's man. And the Bears, I'm so sick and tired of seeing Fields out there. Put Andy Dalton back out there, man. Do not throw this young cat to the wolves, man. I love Justin Fields. I think he can't read the defensive. He can't do none of that. And the thing about it, the front office made Nagy started because you remember he said it's open, because he was talking about with my man Redhead. It was at Dallas on the team. Dalton. When Dalton got healthy, he was like, it's open. I don't know if it's going to be Dalton, if it's going to be Fields. He was talking like he's out of the game. All of a sudden on Monday, they said starting quarterback is Justin Fields because the front office said, nah, bro, We paying this dude. He's top 10. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We want him to play. Forget
Right.
Antwan. Don't worry about the $7 million. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Get him out of there. But now you look at it. You have to let these kids learn the game. It's different in professional football. And so now you got this dude running around, damn near getting his head taken off against real good teams. And I don't want you remember Carr's brother that
Mm-hmm.
played at Houston, who was got smashed, was never the same, man. You know, like that plays in your psyche. You know, like when you play with bad teams who you constantly getting sacked and running around. A lot of people don't bounce back from that, man. You gotta hope you
Right.
get a different situation. So my thing is, you have Dalton, play him, let him teach this young cat, bro. That's my whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly you're not gonna win anything this year. Clearly, 3-4. You're playing the league
Right.
with the Packers. Packers got a lot of injury on defense. Them cats will be coming back. So now you're thinking about how can I get into the playoffs? Well, you know what? The NFC West is loaded. They probably shoot 3 teams. You see what I'm saying? Then you got of course Cowboys, Bucks. You got teams that's out, so that's like 5 already. The Packers 7. One more spot. Is it gonna be you? I doubt it. So it's like, what we doing here, man? So we trying to kill this dude's career?
Right.
I don't agree with that, man. I don't agree with that. I'm not a Birds fan. Everybody know my allegiance to the Cowboys, but I can say
Right. Right.
when things is out there, man, I don't like seeing that, and I feel sorry for that situation, bro.
Right. Mike
Real quick,
Evans, though, where's he been at?
who Mike?
Mike Evans, you know what I'm saying? He got 3 touchdowns today. Where's he been at all season?
Tom Brady picks who he wants to throw to. They
Right.
loaded.
I mean,
Loaded.
Godwin's like his guy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Gronk's been out for the last 3 weeks now.
You just name. Hold on. You just name. Okay, Evans, Gronk, AB, Godwin. Do they loaded, dog? I mean, I don't care for their running back. I like Ronald Jones better than Fournette, but we know
Better
Fournette.
Fournette though. God, I mean, he's doing better than he's been
He's doing better than he has.
years.
He's doing better.
Right.
But you need him get like with this kind of offense. You need to be getting 100 yards. You need that.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
right.
my whole thing. This offense is so open up that you need to average about 100 yards rushing, bro. There's no excuse for that. And I understand that they try to use Ronald and stuff, but if you sit there and take command of this, say I'm that guy, then you're gonna eat. Because everybody knew about Fournette. They knew that he was before they talked about Henry. You know what I'm saying? That Fournette, they was battling back and forth. I'm like, man, Fournette's gonna be a better pro. All kinds of stuff
Yeah,
right there. But
I
you
think he's playing his best basketball. I mean, best
football.
football.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, but it's still lacking a little bit that they still got to use Ronald Jones. But still, this do enough, and I agree with you on them. But before we get out of here, you got the 49ers against the Colts tonight. They rock and rolling actually right now. Let me ask you this, Twan. Hold on, I gotta find it right here. Oh no, sir. Took you right off, but I'm gonna bring you on this one because I want to hear your. We'll option this one real quick. What do you think the keys for this? What do you think the keys for the Colts to win, 49ers to win, and who you got to win anyway?
I think I'm gonna roll with 49ers tonight. You know what I mean? They got Garoppolo's playing tonight. You know what I mean?
That ain't because you just saw that 6-0 score, right?
No, not just because I seen the 6-0 score, but you know what I mean. I think that San Francisco is the better squad. Carson Wentz has done well. I mean, I ain't gonna say he sucked it up.
Past 2 weeks he been good.
So far, you know what I'm saying. He's doing all right. You know what I mean. But when you think of Indianapolis, who else do you think of, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other than the quarterback, who do you think of, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like that guy.
Right. No, I'm not with you. I like Jonathan Taylor. I like him. But to me, the reason why I was all on the Colts beginning of the season was because they defense. And so,
Mhm.
for them to get where they need to as far as the playoffs, their defense has got to step up and do what they got to do. Carson Wentz the last 2 weeks has looked good, but you got to be consistent with that. The thing about it is, even though the 49ers up, I'm going to ride with the Colts. I just think I think it's going to be a good game. It's starting off like this as far as 6-0 or whatever, but I think it's going to be a good game. But I love that if Wentz can stay on his feet. I'm not a Jimmy G guy. Jimmy G is worse than Carson Wentz. And 49ers fans be like, well, he didn't do y'all to the Super Bowl. Antwan could have been the quarterback y'all was going to Super Bowl. That defense was bad.
That's what I say about Tampa Bay's offensive line. Men, you can step in and get 100 yards.
Like, okay,
100 yards. You know what I mean?
They're like good offensive line. They're like, oh my gosh, Jimmy G sucks. If he didn't suck, then why would they use the third round pick or whatever? I mean, not third round, first round pick, third pick, or whatever it was to get a quarterback. Come on, that speaks value. So you got that. So let's shoot real quick to this one right here, and I'm gonna bring you back in because hold on real quick. Okay, so Monday Night Football, which I don't know why. I guess it looks sexy beginning of the season. On the Saints, we got.
Well, we got an offense, you know what I mean, with a quarterback that, you know what I'm saying, he ain't throwing for more than 200 yards this season, I don't think. And then we got one with a backup quarterback, you know what I mean, that's got, major weapons but can't use them. That's the way I look at that.
That's the problem. That's the problem because I'm gonna tell you what. I would have to not Taysom Hill, forget him. I would have to see if we have any other kind of quarterbacks on the roster if I'm the Saints, and be like, here we go. Because
I don't even think it's the quarterback. You know
what I'm saying? What do you think it is?
Like prior to what's his name getting there, Jameis getting there. You know what I'm saying? Last year he led the league in touchdowns and interceptions. I mean, it's not a question whether he can.
He was bipolar. He was all over the place for real.
Make throws, you know what I'm saying? Make plays, you know what I'm saying? But with that offensive scheme, I guess in Tampa Bay, they risk a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? When they brought Jameis to the Saints, I thought. That Jameis, all right, he's capable of making the big throws. If they can kind of rein him in, you know what I'm saying, and kind of, structure where he's going with the ball, you know what I mean? I think he's a great fill-in or a great replacement for Drew Brees.
True.
You know what I mean? No, that's the way I look at it.
No, and I thought that too. I thought that, okay. He's with another offensive-minded coach who's very
capable, right?
Who's going to put him in great situations to succeed. Now, I'm with you on that. It's just that, granted, he don't have Michael Thomas, who I always call as the best tight end, because he was a possession receiver who thought he was going to, like the big number. No, you're not. You're a good possession receiver. But still, he was a tool that you can throw to. No, I was with you on that. So I don't know. You got Kamara and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's. It's not clicking. Something not clicking.
I don't think they're using Jameis to his abilities. You know what I mean? Like I said again, he led the team. I led the league in touchdowns. If you can just cut down on the turnover aspect of his game, you know what I mean? Then you'd be all right. You know what I mean? But there's not even really passing the ball really heavily.
He was at Tampa. They used to chuck that, chuck it, throw it.
Right.
And it's almost like now Peyton, I don't know if he don't believe in him, but it's like,
conservative.
Yeah. It's like, I just want you to manage the game. Don't lose the game.
Right. Right.
And that's the problem, though. So, and because you got a lot of games with some teams that got a high power offense that Yes, that defense is great in New Orleans. On the road is a little bit different. You're gonna have like everybody's not gonna sit here and throw 3 or 4 interceptions to your team. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got to win some games because
Mm-hmm.
if I'm playing against the Saints, I'm loading the box up. I'm making them throw the ball. You not no
Right.
Kamara. I'm taking you
Right.
out of the fray. You gonna have to throw this stuff, and it's gonna be ugly. And you best believe, even though Seattle's without Russell and they got I don't know who, I mean Gino and whoever else.
They got Gino, man.
And
Gino's really hurting us, and then they got, DK and Lockett. I mean, these two, they're two of the top receivers in the league right now, but they struggle with Gino. I mean, I don't know if this week will be any better than last week, but,
yeah,
the Gino situation, is definitely something that,
they're going to have to rely heavily on that running game, and that running game almost got them that win against Pittsburgh
you know.
in that
And
second.
you got Carson that's hurt too, you know what I mean? So who do they got coming in?
Collins,
Back up?
Collins, yeah,
Alex. Yeah, he's nice. You know
yeah,
what I mean? He's done well at in spot duty, you know what I mean?
right.
So
I
we'll
think
see if we can continue that.
I think this game has every bit of a slugfest. I think New Orleans offense probably going to struggle because, like you said, the lack of to me, I think the lack of trust. We don't know what
Hmm.
it's going to be. It may be raining in Seattle, which it rains.
Hmm.
It's probably going to be a little bit of nippy. I think that they're going to be real physical and try to like just do some damage. But I will
Right.
say this: once you have Gino back there, then all bets is off. I mean, I expect the Saints to win. I mean, for real,
So you
until I
agree
see
with
this
that
dude do
line?
something, till I see this dude do something, I'm not going with Seattle. I can't.
Right. So you agree with that line, the Saints -4.5?
No, I think actually,
I think it's closer than that.
I think see, I betting guy that I am, I would take the Seahawks with the -4.5. So that means they can lose by 4. I think this is going to go down to who got the ball last. It'll probably be a 3-point either way. 3-point either way.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We done served y'all with a platter. Thank you, Antwan. Let me hold on. Let me do this. Get your name
Thanks
back.
for having me, brother.
Hey, cuz you do. And furthermore, y'all saw I got the A on here, right?
I do
Atlanta
see.
Braves, baby. Atlanta Braves.
Ah,
Well,
okay.
serious. Well, serious, baby. But I'm gonna say this. Thanks, cuz, for filling in and all this kind of stuff. Cuz been on it before. Cuz also is a part of the team. He helps us out with videos and different things like that. So we got some good stuff that's coming for you guys. You'll definitely see more of Antwan. But thank you, brother, for coming on here. So, hey, we gave them what they need to hear, babe.
Thanks for having me, bro, and hopefully to do this again sometime.
Oh, we will. We always will.
For sure.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.